All right, fine. So, very good evening to all of you. I welcome you all on Unacademy's YouTube channel of IIT JAM. This is your educator Srishti Batra, and I'm teaching on Plus platform of Unacademy, and I'm mentoring IIT JAM aspirants for their upcoming challenges and their IIT JAM chemistry examination. Right. So, this is my profile on Unacademy. You can just check the description, and you'll get the link of this particular profile. Once you do that, right, you'll get access to all my courses and all my special classes. Right. So this particular course, that means today's session is based upon ionic equilibrium, right? So what we'll be dealing with the salt hydrolysis concepts of ionic equilibrium. All right. So before beginning this particular session, everyone just write present or me in the comment section so that I can know how many of you are present in this session. Right. So good evening Sambhav, good evening Priyavrat, good evening Mosmi. Right, lovely Anande, very good evening to all of you. All right, so just quickly write down in the comment section that how many of you are present in this session. All right, fine. So this is my Telegram channel. Those who are not present in this particular Telegram channel, definitely they can subscribe to this Telegram channel. In this Telegram channel, I regularly post about my upcoming special classes, plus courses and YouTube sessions. All right. So this is all about the Telegram channel, and this is the email, right? If in case you want to just take some guidance and you want to connect with me, you can just use this email and you can write me email on this particular address, right? And in this particular session, what we'll be doing the ionic equilibrium salt hydrolysis question. So I'm giving you some questions in front of your screen, and I'll be giving you enough time for these type of questions. What you have to do, just analyze the question and write the answers in the comment section. All right, so this is the very first question in front of your screen. What you have to do, you have to analyze the question carefully and then give me your answers, right? Just take your time, do not hurry with the questions. Just take your time and then give me your answers in the comment section. All right, fine. So Sanko is saying option number C, Anand is saying option number C. Any other answer for this question? All right. Sambhav is also saying option number C. All right, fine. So the correct answer for this question is option number C. How the correct answer is option number C? First of all, what you have to see that at 25 degrees Celsius, what's the pH? pH is equals to 7, or can I say this thing that Kw is equals to 10 to the power minus 14. Right? So at 25 degrees Celsius, Kw is 10 to the power minus 14. Right? At 63 degrees Celsius, what's the value of Kw? Kw is 10 to the power minus 13. Alright. And at 90 degrees Celsius, Kw value is 10 to the power minus 12. Alright, these are the values. Now what you have to do in this particular question, just analyze this question. pH is equals to 6.5 in case of neutral solutions at 25 degree Celsius or at 63 degrees Celsius. Now pH is equals to 6 for 90 degrees Celsius. Then definitely what you have to consider, this is neutral solution because this is the combination of strong acid and strong base, right? And this particular temperature is lying in this range. All right, this particular temperature is lying in this particular range, so definitely I can say this thing that the pH value will be less than that of 7. Is this question clear, everyone? Right, you are clear with the concept that the pH value will be less than 7. Right, this question is clear. Priyavrat, Sambhav, Anand, Sanko, quickly tell me everyone, this question is clear that the pH value will be less than 7, right? Alright, just write in the comment section if this question is clear to you. Alright, fine. Now this is the second question which is in front of your screen. Just analyze the question carefully and then tell me the answer, right? What you have to find out, how many grams of NH4 whole twice SO4 should be dissolved per liter to have the pH 5.3. Yes, Anandya, Sanko, Sambhav, Priyavrat, everyone just quickly tell the answer of this question, that how many grams you required of this salt in order to get a solution which is having pH is equals to 5.3. All right. Right, so this is the amount, right? So Sanko is saying 5 into 10 to the power minus 9 grams. All right, this much amount, this is very small amount, right, Sanko? Just again analyze your question. Any other answer for this question? All right. Fine. Right, so now let's solve this question. Right, so now let's see how we can find out this question. Everyone, just listen to this question carefully. How you can just solve this question. First of all, what is given in the question? Let's try and analyze the conditions. How many grams of this salt, right? This is your salt, should be dissolved per liter to have pH is equals to this. That means you have provided with a salt, and this salt is of weak base plus strong acid, right? This salt is of weak base plus strong acid. Weak base is your NH4OH and strong acid is your H2SO4. All right. So now this is weak basic strong acid concept. So pH is equals to half, right, pKw minus pKb minus log C. Is this point clear, everyone, that this is the formula you need to apply in this type of question, right? So we know this particular value, this value is already given to us, so we need to find out this value in order to get the grams, right? In order to get the grams, we have to find out this particular value. Now pH is equals to 5.3, this is equals to half, pKw is 14, right? pKw is 14 minus pKb. So pKb is 5, right? pKb is 5, so definitely you have to subtract this value. All right. Now next, minus log C, right? So now quickly solve this expression and tell me the value of concentration. Quickly everyone, just solve this expression and what value of concentration you are getting from this formula, that you have to tell me. What you have to tell me? You have to tell me the concentration which is which value you are getting from this expression, right? Just substitute all the values and tell me the value of concentration. All right. So one answer is 0.025. Fine. Now this is the value of concentration which you are getting in this particular case, right? Now in this particular question, what you have to find out? You have to find out grams of this much, right? You have to find out grams of this salt, right? So now what is concentration? concentration is equals to number of moles by volume, right? Concentration is equals to number of moles by volume. So concentration is 0.025, right? Number of moles we can find out, and volume is already given to us, that is per liter, that means 1 liter. So here number of moles is also equals to 0.025. Is this point clear, everyone? That number of moles is equals to 0.025, right? So this is the number of moles which we are getting from this expression, right? So now this number of moles is equals to, or this concentration is equals to concentration of, right, this the ion which is getting hydrolyzed, and in this particular case the ion is NH4 plus. This part is clear, everyone? Just give me just write yes in the comment section if this part is clear, that this is the concentration of NH4 plus, right? And we have to find out the concentration of this salt, right? We have to find out the concentration of this salt. So how you can find out the concentration? Just see this thing, that NH4 whole twice SO4, right, will give you 2 moles of NH4 plus 1 mole of SO4 2 minus, right? So if this is your concentration of NH4 plus, then definitely the concentration of this salt would be 0.05 divided by 2. Is this point clear? Anande, Sanko, Mosmi, Sambhav, that this is your concentration of this salt, right? That means 0.0125 is the concentration of this particular salt, right? And now the concentration is 0.0125, right? And we have to find out grams. So definitely we can find out number of moles, which is also equals to this concentration, because volume is equals to 1 liter. Then number of moles is equals to, right, given mass by molar mass, right? Given mass by molar mass, and now you have to substitute the molar mass of NH4 whole twice SO4, which I think you can calculate, and then after that you can get this value, right? All of you can calculate this molar mass of this salt, and you have to substitute the molar mass over here, and after substituting this value you can get the weight of this salt, that is NH4 whole twice SO4, right? You can get the weight of ammonium sulfate. Is this point clear, everyone? Give me a thumbs up or write yes in the comment section if you are clear with the explanation of this question, right? Each thing is clear to you, that how you have to approach these questions, right? This is clear, everyone? Any doubts over here? If you have any kind of doubt, just quickly write down in the comment section, right? All right, fine. So this is the way you can approach this question from salt hydrolysis, right? So now let's do one more question. So we have this question in front of your screen. Just analyze the question carefully, read the question first, and then you... All right. So Sanko, after solving this question, you are getting 1.65 as the answer. All right. Right? Fine. So now let's quickly solve this this. All right, fine. So I won't write there now, right, Anande? So I'm really sorry for this. I think I haven't observed this thing, right? So this is your next question, and now this is my area, right? I'll write under this area only. Good evening, Tarini. Welcome to the class. So this is the question in front of your screen, right? And it is from salt hydrolysis. Quickly read this question and I'm going to discuss this question in couple of minutes, all right? Good evening, Jaya. Everyone just quickly solve this question. Yes, Anandya, Sankho, Sambhav. So have you got this answer? Priyabrat, quickly tell me, lovely. So have you done this question? Good evening, Monu. Yes, everyone. So are you done with this question? Should we go to explanation now? All right, fine. So one possible answer which I am getting for this question is 5. Any other answer for this question? Everyone try this question. We have covered each and every concept, right? This is a mixed question. So we have covered each and every concept which is required in this particular question. All right. All right. So now let's solve this question. First of all, let's read the question very carefully. Aniline behaves as a weak base, right? So here aniline is a weak base, right? It's given in the question that you have a weak base, all right? So when this much amount of solution of aniline was mixed with this solution of HCl, that means, for example, I have a beaker, right? And in which I have aniline which is 0.1 molar, right? 50 ml. All right, and I have a solution of HCl, right, which is 0.1 molar, 25 ml, right, and I'm mixing these two solutions and the pH of resulting solution is 5, right? pH of resulting solution is 8. Now what I have to find out? I have to find out the pH of this molar solution of anilinium chloride, right? So this is my question. Now what I have to do in this particular question, first I have to maintain the equilibrium and see which all species are present in the equilibrium, right? So you have a weak base and you have a acid. That means weak base, right? And you have a acid. All right, so definitely this is your aniline, right? So I can write this thing that C6H5NH2, right, is your aniline plus HCl, right? It will give you the salt of anilinium chloride, right? It will give you salt of anilinium chloride. Now how many millimoles you have for aniline? That is 0.1 into 55, right? And 0.1 into 25, 2.5. Can you observe this thing, everyone, that HCl is limiting reagent over here? So definitely this is the concept of buffer solutions. Is this point clear, everyone, that HCl is limiting reagent over here? So this is a concept of buffer solutions, right? So obviously this will react with 2.5 moles of aniline and you will be getting 2.5 of salt, right? And 2.5 of aniline is left in the solution mixture. All right, so this is a case of buffers. Now what can I do? I have to find out pH of anilinium chloride, right? And in this particular question, pH is already given to me. That means I can use Henderson's equation now, right? So what is Henderson's equation for weak base? pOH is equals to pKb, right, plus log salt by acid. So this is the Henderson's equation. Now what you are observing over here, that these two values are same, right? So we have to neglect the volume. These two values are same. So definitely pOH is equals to pKb now, right? And pH is already given to you, that is 8. So pOH is equals to 14 minus 8, right? And this value is 6. So definitely pKb value is 6. So this thing is clear, everyone, right? Till this part everything is clear. Just write in the comment section so that I can erase this section, right? Is everything clear that pKb is equals to 6 in this question now, right? So we calculated that pKb is 6, right? So can I erase this section now? Quickly tell me, pKb is 6 over here, right? So now what I have to find now, I have to find out the pH of solution which is having 0.1 molar concentration of anilinium chloride, right? So now buffer concept is clear, right? It's completed that pKb is 6. So now what can I do in this particular question? So definitely I need to find out the concentration of this salt now, which is NH4 plus, right? Which is anilinium chloride, right? Which is anilinium chloride. So this is the concentration I need to find out in this particular concept, which is zero point 0.1 molar, right? So pH is equals to, this is weak base and strong acid. So definitely pH is equals to half pKw, right? pH is equals to half pKw minus pKb minus log C. So this is the formula I can use in this particular question. Now just substitute the values. pKw is 14, pKb is minus 6, right? And this log C value is already given to you, that is 10 to the power minus 2. So this is plus 2, right? This is plus 2. So now what's the pH of solution, everyone? Quickly write down in the comment section. What is the pH of solution now? pH is equals to 5, right? pH is equals to 5. Just calculate this expression and you will be getting pH is equals to 5, right? This question is clear, right? Very good, Tarini, you got this question, right? Very good, Sambhav, you also. So you got 4.5, but what you can observe in this question, that 5 is the correct answer, right? So very good, Pratiksha. All right, very good, Sanko. So this is the way you have to do this type of question, right? Is this question clear, everyone? That how you can approach this question? So these type of questions are mixtures of your buffers and salt, right? So all these two concepts should be clear to your mind, that what are buffers and how you have to approach the question for buffers, and what all are salts, right? So you want a repeat explanation? Fine. Mono, so what you have to do in this particular concept? First of all, what you have to do, right? This is a weak base. Aniline is a weak base and you are adding weak base and acid, right? You are adding weak base and strong acid. So it is forming buffer, right? It is forming buffer. So first what I am doing, from this buffer solution, I am calculating pKb value, right? Because in order to find out the pH value of this particular salt which is made from weak base and strong acid, I have to find out this value, right? And how I can find this value? Using this data, right? Using this data I can find out pKb value, and after finding out pKb value I can substitute over here and I can get the value of pH, which is 5, right? Just see the previous solution and you can be clear with the answer, right? If in case you have any doubt over here, just quickly tell me in the comment section. I'll repeat this question. All right, fine. So now let's do one more question, and after that, if you have right doubts in this particular question, just write down in the comment section. I'm going to repeat this question. All right, so now next question is in front of your screen. This is the last question for this series. Everyone just try and analyze this question. This is a tricky question, right? So it will take time. This question will take time. Just take your time. Just take enough time, right? And then give your answers in the comment section. All right. So Mono, is previous question clear to you? Just write down in the comment section if the question is clear. Otherwise, I'll be right repeating this question after this question. All right. So this is a tricky question, right? It will need some concepts also and it will need some calculations also, right? So just analyze this question carefully and then give your answers. Alright, fine. So the question is the degree of hydrolysis of salt of weak acid and weak base in its zero point 0.1 molar solution is found to be 50%. Alright, so this is the first part of the question, and the second part of the question is if the molarity, right, this is molarity, if the molarity of solution is now 0.2 molar, then percentage hydrolysis of the salt should be, right? So what is given to you? The degree of hydrolysis is given to you, right? And the concentration is given to you. So what the question is asking, if you are changing the molarity of solution to 0.2, right, then quickly tell me the percentage hydrolysis in this particular case. All right, Sanko? All right. So one answer I'm getting is 50%. Are you sure about this answer, Aninde and Sambhav? Right, you need more time for right, just reevaluating this question. Are you sure about this answer? All right, what do you have to say, Monu, about this question? Tarini, Sankho, Pratiksha, so what answer you are expecting from this question? Jaya, Mosmi, all of you, those who are present in this session, quickly write down your answers. All right, so now let's solve this question. If in case you need more time, just quickly tell me in the comment section. Fine. So now what the question is saying, the degree of hydrolysis of salt of weak acid and weak base, right? The salt is made up of weak acid and weak base. All right, and the concentration of the solution is 0.1 molar, right? And the degree of hydrolysis, which is represented by H, is equals to 50%. Right, this degree of hydrolysis is 50%. Now what the question is saying, if the molarity of the solution changes to 0.2 molar, right, if the molarity of solution changes to 0.2 molar, then you have to calculate the percentage hydrolysis of the salt. That means you have to calculate the percentage hydrolysis of this particular change concentration now, right? So now what you have to consider over here, which is very important thing, that this particular salt is made up of weak acid and weak base, right? And what's the formula of pH calculation for weak acid and weak base, or what is the hydrolysis, right, degree of hydrolysis? Degree of hydrolysis is equals to under root of KH, right? Degree of hydrolysis is under root of KH, which is also written as KW into Ka by Kb. Is this point clear? This is the one way of analyzing this question, or pH is equals to half, right, pKw plus pKa minus, right, pKb. All right, so what you can observe over here, right, that this particular, these two formulas, whether you are talking about this formula or this formula, it doesn't contain any concentration term, right? It don't have any concentration term in these type of formulas. So definitely what I want to conclude over here, that the combination of weak acid and weak salts, right, the combination of weak acid and weak base, right, are independent of the term concentration. So no matter if you are changing the concentration term, the degree of hydrolysis will remain same, right? The degree of hydrolysis or the percentage of degree of hydrolysis will remain same, which is 50% only. Is this point clear? Right? So you all are very correct on your answers, that 50% is the correct answer for this question, right? So just you have to be clear with the concepts, and all these concepts we have covered in today's plus course, right? So in next class also, tomorrow we'll be dealing with amphiprotic ions, right? We'll be dealing with amphiprotic ions, which is very important, right? And this topic is very advanced also, right? So you'll be learning a lot of concepts in next class, that is tomorrow, right? So we'll be meeting 10:30 tomorrow regarding this particular course, ionic equilibrium, right? So these all topics are enough for your salt hydrolysis concept, right? In next session, which is tomorrow only, right? So we have next session, YouTube session tomorrow. In that particular session, we'll be dealing with stereochemistry, right? So how I can do RS nomenclature in some organic compounds, we'll be taking some practice questions on it, right? So this is all about this particular right course. That means this is all about these type of questions from salt hydrolysis. All right. So now next what you can do, if you want to right, just check my courses. If you want to see my special classes, so definitely you have link in the description box, right? Just you have to copy that link over here, and once you do that, we'll get access to all my courses, right? So these are plus courses, and how you can get yourself enrolled in these plus courses, you need to have a plus subscription. So you can definitely buy this plus subscription using my referral code, right? And my referral code is SBATRA, and that referral code is also provided in the description box, right? So this is my referral code SBATRA. So if you are using this particular referral code, you will get 10% additional discount on your plus subscription, as well as you will get my personalized guidance in preparation of your IIT JAM, right? So if you want to contact me, right, if you want to take any guidance from me, and if you want to just have a word with me, so definitely this is my Telegram channel, Unacademy _SBATRA. You can subscribe to this particular Telegram channel. There I'm just regularly posting about my free courses, paid courses, and other special classes also, right? And you can email me on this particular address also. All right. So if you all of you like this session, just give this session a big thumbs up and write your feedbacks in the comment section, right? So I'll again meet you tomorrow at 8:30 this same time with stereochemistry, and we'll be doing RS nomenclature, right? In case of any queries or doubts, you can subscribe to this Telegram channel, and I'll contact you from there. All right. Everyone, have a good day. Take care. Stay safe.